High Value Human, written and published by Redeco Audio. It can be difficult for humans in today's world to realize their own worth and ability. One could easily become confused about the true meaning of what it means to be a valuable human in today's world, with contradictory messages appearing from every angle. This book, High Value Human, fills that need. Through the course of this book's 14 sessions, you will acquire essential skills for boosting your self-esteem, developing charisma and confidence, and achieving personal development. Every chapter focuses on a single action item that, when continuously followed, will help you get closer to your goals. This book provides you with the tools to take charge of your life and personal growth. From learning how to wake up early to reprogramming your thinking and practicing self-improvement practices, you'll discover how to recognize and get rid of limiting ideas, enhance your memory, and follow your passions. This is not a manual for controlling or gaming other people. Instead, it's a book on actually improving yourself by accepting full responsibility for your feelings, ideas, and deeds. You will develop into an integrated human who is more valuable to both yourself and everyone around you if you follow the lessons in this book. To reach your full potential and develop into your best self, see 14 ways to become a high-value human that will provide you the strategies and mindsets you need to succeed. You may create the life you want on your terms by adhering to the lessons in this book. Lesson 1. Wake up earlier than the sun. One of the best ways to take charge of your mornings and develop into a high-value human is to rise before the sun. You're in the lead the moment your alarm goes off, and it's still dark outside. You have precious time to devote to yourself. The world is silent, and your mind is clear after a restful night. Make the most of the early morning hours by reading, working on a passion project, exercising, or engaging in meditation. Just this routine will set the tone for a purposeful, productive day. Early risers do more, establish healthier routines, and have a greater sense of control over their life. Put yourself to bed sooner if you have trouble waking up early. Set your alarm clock to wake you up from across the room, and never forget that you woke up before the sun with the intention of being the greatest version of yourself. The wee hours are your best friend when it comes to personal development. You'll be well on your way to being a highly valued person if you embrace them. Lesson 2. Follow your passion. Aries was completely distracted from his task as he sat there gazing at his computer screen. He worked as a financial analyst for a big company, crunching figures, writing reports, and giving customers investing advice. Although highly compensated, the task was routine. Aries thought, "This can't be it. Life must be more than this." Aries had been repressing his actual passion, writing, for years. Storytelling has always been a passion of his. He wrote stories of fiction in his notebooks and hoped to write books one day. However, he decided to pursue a safer profession in finance because of his practical necessities. Aries, at 30 years old, could not shake the growing sense that he was not living the life destined for him. He thought of the original stories that were running through his head and the sense of fulfillment that came from writing. "Why am I wasting my gifts and passion in this job?" he pondered. Aries decided that night to take a chance and aggressively pursue his dream of being a writer. He made a space for himself to write at home, resolved to get up an hour early every day, and declared that he would finish a book draft in a year. If self-doubt appeared, he would remind himself of the happiness writing had given him. Juggling his writing with the responsibilities of his employment and income wasn't simple, but Aries committed himself fully to his passion. Every day, he finished multiple fiction manuscript drafts. Throughout time, he carried a printed copy of his first completed book, written a year after he made his decision. Aries' heart filled with thanks as he brushed his fingers over the cover. He understood then that the book was only the beginning of what could be achieved by staying loyal to oneself. Realizing that the only way to find true fulfillment in life is to follow your passion, he was now resolved to make the most of his gifts. Being a high-value human means that one of your non-negotiables should be living in accordance with your true passion. Everything changes when you pursue activities that make you happy and make use of your natural abilities. Your energy rises, your sense of self-worth soars, and your days take on greater significance. Lesson 3. Become the best in your mind. The first step toward becoming the best version of yourself is mental. Your beliefs and way of thinking shape who you are and what you think you can do. You can maximize your abilities and discover your hidden potential by consciously working to change your thinking. Find out what limiting thoughts are preventing you from moving forward. These could be negative self-talk patterns or messages you were exposed to as a child. Jot down the main negative thoughts you have, such as "I can't succeed" or "I'm not smart enough." Next, refute each belief with a list of counter-evidence. This starts to break the hold of the constrictive thinking. Make development a lifelong pursuit. Read more, learn more, and set new challenges for yourself. When the mind is given nourishing material, it grows. Define new goals to strive for. When you make a commitment to ongoing mental progress, the journey to become your best self never ends. You may overcome limiting ideas and develop an empowering attitude where everything seems attainable with regular practice until you reach the spacious mentality of your maximum potential self. Make tiny changes every day. Lesson 4. Reprogram your mindset. Developing a new perspective on life is one of the most crucial skills for becoming a high-value human. A person's conduct, attitude, and ultimately, level of success in life are greatly influenced by their thoughts and self-beliefs. You will not make much progress if you are stuck in the belief that you are not naturally talented or capable. However, you may rewire your brain to think that you can improve your abilities and talents with effort and commitment. If you adopt a growth mindset, reversals will be seen as chances for improvement rather than indications of irreversible failure. If you have a growth mentality, you'll have greater drive to push yourself beyond your comfort zone, accept challenges, and persevere through setbacks in order to succeed. Though it requires time and deliberate effort, reprogramming your mentality is necessary to become the high-value person you aspire to be. You have to have an inner conversation about possibilities and self-improvement instead of one of limitation. An empowering mentality can be ingrained through reading positive literature, repeating affirmations, and envisioning desired results. Don't allow the programming of the past to limit you. Instead, take charge and rewire your brain to create the prosperous and satisfying future you deserve. Lesson 5. Focus until you make it. Developing a laser-like focus is essential to being a high-value human. You must focus intently on your dreams and goals, ignoring doubts and distractions. Once you've made your decision, it is insufficient to merely tinker with personal development. You must devote all of your mental energy to progress. Get rid of the time wasters and pointless responsibilities that prevent you from pursuing your main goals. Even when life gets in the way or your progress looks slow, don't lose concentration. Drive and motivation will come and go, but your concentration needs to be steady. Make a decision about the result you want. Visualize it vividly in your mind, and make a commitment to staying on task, no matter what. Decide which one or two things to concentrate on, and give them your whole attention, instead of dividing your time between other endeavors. When things get tough, don't give up. It takes tremendous mental fortitude and self-control to ignore doubters and temptations. But staying focused is what ultimately distinguishes the successful from the wishful. Your aspirations cannot and will not be disturbed if you maintain unwavering focus on them above all else. The factors that prevent prolonged focus in our fast-paced, digitally distracted world are numerous. Instead of focusing intently and productively, attention is fragmented into small reactive parts by the constant barrage of emails, messages, notifications, and apps. It's common to multitask, but fragmented attention leads to mediocrity. Brain power is dispersed when output quantity is prioritized above quality. If left unchecked, negative thought patterns and emotional response can also undermine attention. Anxiety and tension divert focus into compulsive past and future thinking. Mental reserves necessary for focus are depleted by sleep deprivation, physical activity, and a healthy diet. Similar to physical muscles, concentration muscles can atrophy due to insufficient recuperation intervals. Furthermore, it is challenging to sustain optimal focus over time when there is a lack of clarity regarding objectives or a significant reason for tasks. Avoidance and procrastination squander valuable energy by opposing rather than focusing effort.